So a lot of you guys may not know this about me, actually. You probably don't know this about me because I really haven't said much about it. I don't know why I have this. I don't need this, but either way, the point is that I have actually been into swords and weapons and overall weapons martial arts for some time now, and I actually have been really interested in it for years. And one thing that has always shocked me is swords. Now, the thing about swords is I love swords. Everybody loves a good sword fight in anime or whatever. But one thing that has always made me mad is that in media, they always have backstabbers. Now, I've always been so ticked off with backstabbers. I did not throw that right, but I've always been so ticked off with backstabbers because they are so impractical. But people want to try to make it practical, and in the shows they make it like your Fluke Mom and Leonardo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, be able to pull out your sword like this. So I'm gonna do a video for random reasons, just because I want to, so that I can show you why backstabbers don't work. But there's a twist to this video that I actually figured it out. But that's the thing. So the whole thing about backstabbers is because it doesn't work. Because if you're trying to unsheath your sword like this, I can't do it. Your arm is genuinely not going to be long enough to actually unsheath it. And even if you do get it unsheathed, the problem is sheathing it back, because you end up not being able to find the actual sheath or the scabbard in any way. So it's just entirely impractical, and it's impossible. It doesn't work. Until what I recently found out by watching Cell Sword Arts. Shout out to them. They're actually very funny and very informational. And also by doing it myself. Now, there are some things you could think about. It's like, oh, it depends on the length of the blade, but then the problem still is sheathing it back. It's much easier to just sheath the thing on your hip. In fact, let me go ahead and put on my wrap so I can show you how just much easier it is to sheath a blade on your hip. But I think this was kind of popularized by the release of Ghost of Yotei, which I haven't played it yet. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games of all time, but right now I'm kind of disappointed about Ghost of Yotei. But since this has been popularized by Ghost of Yotei, how you can actually unsheath the sword, which is by doing this. So basically what I did was I unsheathed it by grabbing the blade like this. This is a practice sword, so this is one I've had for a long time. This is I call him Soul Slicer. This is a project I've worked on for years. In a way, I've customized this blade, but this is a practice one. But I did make sure I didn't touch the sharp edge of it, of course. But grabbing it like this does take some skills, and it did take me a little, like, over a week to figure out how to do this properly without, touching the wrong end, aka slicing my hand open. So, okay, you could unsheath it like that. But how do you resheath it though? Because it's so hard to actually find the scabbard in any way, or like move it around and find. It's hard to find it. You can't see it. So it's there, but you can't see it. So it's hard to sheath it back. What a lot of other people say is by doing this. Make sure you don't touch the edge of the blade. Keep going in like this, lining it up, and sheathing it back. But honestly, that looks, one, kind of dumb, and two, it's very tedious. But this is what actually I figured out. So unsheathing it, pretty simple. Grab the blade, and you do that. But here's the thing. Resheathing it. What I do is I take it, of course, put the blade off, of course, grab it. For this blade, I grab it near the sheath and near the balance point. Grab it right here, take my hand, actually move the scabbard back, and in a similar way how I would sheath it on my hip, roll the edge across, and put it back. That allows me to actually find the scabbard and actually where it goes, and I can always do it, and it's actually pretty smooth. I unsheath it, fight with it anyway, I want to, after I finish, take it like that. It's not as quick sometimes. Hang on, let me redo it. Okay, okay. You know, fight with it, all that stuff. Do that. I'm still getting used to it, but if you do it like that, it actually works. Now, it may be different for different size of swords, like the Odachi. They'll probably be different, but yeah, that's basically how you would do it. And, you know, it's pretty fun to think about how you could theoretically do it. Because back scabbards are indeed cool and definitely more practical for doing things like being on horseback, something like that. But unfortunately, though back scabbards are cool, oh my gosh, my tie isn't coming off. This is annoying. Come on, tie, I got a video. Bro. Oh my gosh. Like, bro, this is a basic knot. Oh, because I was doing it from the wrong side. Okay. But, unfortunately, the reality is, back scabbards are cool and they can work, but it still is much more simple to just wear the sword on your hip. That's what most people did. Anyway, it's much more practical, much easier, and you get the job done better. Amen.